In addition to hosting today's fundraiser and contributing $50,000 to the causes listed, the Wilf family, owners of Minnesota Røkkr and the Minnesota Vikings, committed earlier this week to a $5 million donation to social justice causes, as well as a $125,000 scholarship fund in George Floyd's name. They want to thank everyone for tuning in today and encourage you to donate at røkkr.gg/donate. The Call of Duty League also stands firmly against racism, inequality and injustice. Let's make change together. Activision Blizzard has made a donation and set a goal of raising over $4 million to help provide transformative opportunities to Black Americans to eliminate systemic racism and discrimination. Go to callofdutyleague.com/impact for organizations recommended by our teams and links with information on how to get involved. Friends, welcome back to the Minnesota home series. It has been one hell of a weekend so far. I cannot stress that enough. This has been unprecedented levels of potential upsets, a couple of upsets here and there, and general craziness across the board. And again, while we are having a fantastic time here, an incredible fun weekend of Call of Duty action, don't forget, everything else is going on in the world. We don't want this to get lost in the sauce. We don't want this too mixed in. Everything that's going on in the world, we're trying to eliminate racism. So if you can donate, and if you can't, do what you can to, provide that level of support on a social level, on a human level. Talk to your friends, reach out, understand what's going on in your direct community, understand what's going on with people impacted. We can make a difference here, friends. We really, really can. Right, boys, let's get back into this one. We're running out of time. The game, I think, is almost starting. Gentlemen, crazy day, and we're almost ready to get into the keys to victory, mate. Dude, what a series we have ahead of us, though. Of course, the Chicago Huntsmen going up against Los Angeles Guerrillas, and this is an elimination matchup. Someone's going home, brother. Let's look at those game field keys to victory. We got Chicago coming up first. Nameless, walk us through it.
Yeah, keep the S&D on point. Teamwork and early round aggression was great in the last series. We saw Pristini have a great search and destroy. He was getting pushed up. He was getting those kills, and, his team was helping him out. So I think in their first series, where they lacked that, in this series, it was great. In their last series, it was great. The teamwork has to be on point.
It does indeed, mate. Well, of course, those keys do come at a bit of heavy cost. Of course, they did manage to lose that last series to the Florida Mutineers. But let's have a look at the game field keys to victory now for the Los Angeles Guerrillas, my friend.
Yeah, Saints needs to be consistent. In his first series, he played great. He had a great outing, and he was doing what the team needed him to do. In the next series, he obviously had a terrible game, and he just can't do that. He needs to be the player that's playing aggressive and getting those entry kills for his squad, so Blast and Aqua and players like that can thrive. So look for him to step it up and become consistent.
Yeah, we want to see that consistency coming out. Again, not easy for the player who's just joined the team. Loving to see Pristini.
But he can do it.
Loving to see Pristini getting in the vibe. Scump as well, bobbing his head. Everyone's ready to roll. Fall's looking pretty chill, but that's going to be it all from Nameless, mate. We thank you very much for joining us. Thanks for the keys, as always, mate. Sorry, this one was a bit of a blast. We went right through this one.
Right.
Hot knife through butter, my friend. Right, well, Phil, now we've got a series on our hands. Again, elimination matchup. Huntsmen versus the Guerrillas. What are your thoughts, brother? What are your feels?
Again, going into this, myself, we've casted, and others have casted many Game 5s. When I look at this, I don't see a Game 5. I see a top 3 team, and I see a team that is struggling. Highlighted at the bottom is the scores of this map mode combination. I think many of these breakdowns will favor the Huntsmen. I can see this being a 3-0, a 3-1. I don't really see it going that Game 5. And honestly, with the Huntsmen, if they are wanting to be that contender, of the best, I think they need this. I think they need to shut this down. But we're already into the game. Let's kick things off as we jump on board with, of course, Envoy and that Uzi.
Oh, that Uzi. We love the Uzi, don't we? Well, he's having a good time with us so far, and this very map, it is the Gun Runner Special. Here we go, right off the races. Is going to be the Huntsman's strength. Trying to go through to the other side of the map, try to flip those spawns, not able to do so just yet. Envoy with a nice kill, though, to get things started. But an aggressive counterattack now from the Guerrillas, trying to keep the members of the Huntsmen off point. Trying to hold those lines down at the same time. It's going to come down to Aqua, number 7 on the far right-hand side of the minimap. He's got to lock that one down alone.
Yeah, you see the Rosties there, got a grenade to the face here. He couldn't get away from that one. And again, don't get me wrong, I think the LA Guerrillas, they have what it takes certainly to beat the Huntsmen, but I think the Huntsmen at their best, they should be able to close this down. They've got too much talent on their roster. Plus, with a recent change, obviously coming in from the Guerrillas, that of course takes some time to adapt and change. But we'll see how it plays out. And moving forward here, we do have a strong start for the Guerrillas, not by points, but a retention of those spawns heading over to the next hard point. 6 seconds left, as we are going to see the Huntsmen soak up all of that time. Pristini might be the first line of attack here.
Got to try and find something. The trophy system's going to slow down everything you can throw his way. Going to get cut down immediately. Decimate when I'm still there in the mid-tracks. You can see the solid defensive lineup now for the Guerrillas. And again, we've seen this time and time again with Gunrunner. It's the way that Hardpoint works in this game. You can concede a whole Hardpoint if it means you're going to get a great chunk of time in the next. As long as you can keep the opponents off it, the game plan works. Blast now on that left-hand side of the map, still holding this one down, keeping the Huntsmen at bay. The Guerrillas are doing a fantastic job of doing that so far. 3-man push now for the Guerrillas. 4-man, make it right through the front door. Saints might be surprised in just a moment, but they do break on through the front, but it looks like they've managed to scatter around. Saints caught unaware, couldn't get a single one, and just like that, the Huntsmen are in.
Let's see if they can hold it off with 15 seconds left. They might get this 15, but the rotation has certainly been won by the Guerrillas. Now, again, we know the slaying power of the Huntsmen. They can just puncture a hole in any type of defense, but Guerrillas, I reckon they have a pretty strong hold on this. Envoy's going to be a key factor, but he's going to come up against Saints. He's going to be spotted, taken down, and that will be an initial kill, which they really will thrive off. Decimating the kill feed, taking down the twins. Prestini and Arstes will fall. Now, Scump trying to hit from the back. The scoreline, pretty level here as we go into hardpoint number 3. Over by Cole, but a 3-kill streak for Scump. Make it a 4. Vivid will go down. A quick reposition from Scump. Can he find number 5? Not going to happen. Shot in the back by Saints.
Yeah, good news there for Envoy in his play that Scump was able to back him up. Now, though, you have a single lane of attack that the Huntsmen are going to have to funnel through into the guns now of the Guerrillas. Blast, first up. Shots are through, no tags, no kills, no nothing. Just a dead body there on Blast on their minecart. As you can see, now we get closer. Huntsmen now have managed to break through the lines. They've got themselves about 20 seconds worth of time they can get here. Have to make sure they make their way through mid-map, though, and they make their way across to the cargo containers just to the south side of the mini-map there. And so far, not a bad look for the Huntsmen. Again, slow start. The Guerrillas have been one step ahead from the get-go. They did have the preferable site to spawn on the right. Not letting that hardpoint time go to waste. And here he is, Mr. Uzi himself. There's nothing little about it. He is a big slayer, currently in the COD League. And Envoy has received nothing but praise since joining this team. A real standout. Currently, what, 6-10? Not great, could be better, but still a big fan of his works. The Guerrillas now continue to make light work of the Huntsmen on this hardpoint.
Certainly could be better. 6-11, not the numbers you want to see from Envoy. However, plenty of time to turn it around. You got to credit the Guerrillas right now for a strong start, some good holding, good positioning, and also good rotating. But all 5 will fall here as Envoy, Formal, Prestini combined for 5, and we're going to see the next 30 seconds. It might be a bit of a struggle here for the Guerrillas to break on through. And again, when you get a full 5-man wipe like that, you're going to see those purple arrows in that bottom left-hand side of your screen on that mini-map. Just kind of start to hold a line. You don't want to be overextending. You don't want to be pushing for this. It'd be ideal to get the Huntsmen off of the hard point, but I don't think they're going to have much luck. They're going to reset. They are, of course, going to hold that L for that one and maybe regain the title, of course, and that title being the lead on the next hard point. Arstes is going to try his luck, though, as he finds himself sliding in. Not 1, 2, but 3 there. Arstes, big impact player.
Shame no one was really there to back him up. Formal got there a little late, but without that decisive 3, maybe 4-man kill, you're not really going to be able to get a big flip. Very, very difficult to flip the spawns in this game. Believe me, it's a real sweat. If you've ever been in that CDL playlist, you know exactly what I'm talking about. 92 points and climbing. The Huntsmen have been playing from the back foot this whole game long. Formal and Scum. T2P running through the front door. Can't get it done. Wow, Vivid's got an answer to T2P as he takes a P on them. Oh boy, that was probably not what I should have said. But hey, crazy things have happened today. 100 points now broken for the Guerrillas. Lovely work from Envoy up close with Easy. But oh, what a shot that was. Under the contest we go.
Nice slaying power coming out from the LA Guerrillas here in this hard point. And again, this is what I mean when I said they don't want to kind of overextend and push too much on that cargo container hard point. They gave it up. They rotated well, and they'll take the large majority of this. They will regain the title here. Those last 10 seconds favoring Huntsmen, but we're going to go for a hard reset. And Miles, we're pretty much going in level pegging here. 100 to 109. Just a little bit of a lead here for the Guerrillas.
That was a really big kill there from Archon to Formal. He's managed to lock down the back of the map once again. So Spawn's going to be favoring the Guerrillas at this point in time. Envoy now trying to pick up as much scrap time as he possibly can. Calling scrap time even with 48 seconds on the clock because it's so easily contested here in mid. Swapped on out. Huntsman now trying to make a plan towards that right side. Trying to break spawns for next. You can see the Guerrillas firm control right now. The clock may be working out at the moment for the Huntsman, but they need to do something big here to turn it around. The Guerrillas in a fantastic spot to get another 30 points, maybe even 40. As we roll forward, and once again, big kills. Huge work out of the Guerrillas to maintain the map positioning they've got.
Yeah, there's 20 seconds left here, and Huntsman started on 100 points going into this hard point. This scrappy kill, as you kind of quoted and talked about just then, they're making it look like one you can really take a lot of points from, and after gathering 37. We might just get a couple more. Those couple being the last couple here, but rotation has been won once again by the Guerrillas. A good start for Blast, 14 and 9. Low interactions, but a nice positive KD. Vivid, on the other hand, completely the opposite. 15 and 24. It's been in every gunfight there is to have. And there is another onto Scump. He's going to win that one, lose out to Arsties, and now we're going to see the Huntsmen push on through. Let's see if they can break or contest.
Yep, going for the break now. Arsties in from behind. Saints, lovely shots. Change of position, not able to get too much more done. The Huntsman with a clean-looking break through the front door. Blast now clean up from behind. Former wins the AR battle. Pristini now on Scump, straight in on point. A nice bit of work on the contest. Now it's in their hands. They're trying to reap what they can of these points. Arsties with a nice clean up on the outside. Rotation already going down. Guerrillas once again playing the long game. Arsties loses the fight on the outside of the map. You've still got 2 members now of the Guerrillas opting to keep the pressure on board. We're going to get the final 15 going the way of the Huntsman. Now you need to see them cross over to the map. The next hard point, and it's going to be Scump leading that charge right through the middle. Can't find the first there on the transition. It's an all-purple kill feed. That means the Huntsman are spawning out far right-hand side of the map. They've got to make that long, slow journey now over towards the next hard point. However, a solid lead to work with. The Guerrillas now, they need to hold this point for as long as they possibly can and take on wave after wave of the Huntsman.
Yeah, and let's not forget the Guerrillas here. They were on 109 points, I think it was, going into the second rotation. After 2 hard points, they've only built on that by around 20 points here. The Huntsmen, however, have got 80 from the first 2 hard points, and they've just broke through Cole. This is what the Huntsmen are so good at, but Aqua trying to disrupt the peace here as he finds 3 over by Cole. 1 player still left alive. Saints is going to take down his teammate after going on a beautiful little streak here. But all in all, a contest will be found. Pushing from the back is going to be the Guerrillas. Huntsmen charging down, tunneling through Cole here, and they will retain this hard point for now. Pristini on your screen. Taking an interesting position over by the Cole. Finally will get taken down.
Yeah, finally. 4 more big shots once again. 18-13 overall. Bit of a retake situation now from the dying seconds of that hard point. Decimate. Trying to get that far side of the map taken care of so you can catch these players moving in the hard point. There's the first. It's 1 shot. Sin Envoy immediately cleans him up. Guerrillas not able to get on point just yet, and it's going to be a headbutt right now as Vivid lead the charge, gets the shots through. Not able to get the second, but the shots were there. The aim is absolutely outstanding from both players in these squads. Everyone is shooting real hot at this point in time. Shout out 60 Hz servers, big love. All on your screen. Still providing that pressure. Vivid locks down the flank. No pinch to be had. Full still winning the gunfights up front. A nade over the top on the Decimate gets in the second piece. But again, no one able to capitalize on this time. Eyes forward to the next hard point we go. Keep an eye on Arsties. Trying to play this one real sneaky. Vivid. He's trying to watch that forest. Trying to make sure Arsties doesn't get through because you have to lock down that far right side of the map. Far left, excuse me, towards Warehouse. That's what they're gunning for right now.
It's interesting as well when you saw the twins, Arsties and Pristini. Pristini was locking down the boiler room. Arsties are pushed up right to Forest, so the Guerrillas couldn't even get near this hard point. They get all the points here towards the end. They're 25 away now as Arsties find himself on a killing spree of 5. And now they'll be pushing straight through the front. LA Guerrillas, though, they do have a nice setup here. Trophy systems in abundance. They need to hold on, but they need to take every single second of this. They can't let a rate go down. Decimate now at the front, looking for a few Huntsman players. Does connect with a stun, and that's going to be information here.
Decimate does get a kill just as we just came off of his perspective. Now Blast lining up those trophies again. Solid defense. The front lines have started to fall. Now it comes to the hard point. Huntsman bringing the fight to the Guerrillas, and here we go. Saints through the smoke, not able to get anything. Buckling in for the next wave of attacks, and here come the Huntsman from the hip, finds the first. Is he going to be able to go through any more here with this dead silence playing from behind? Blast is going to find 2, and it looks like the Guerrillas will hold. Not only will the Guerrillas hold now, but they've managed to spawn mid-map. They're making their way through the mid-map towards that right-hand side once again. They may have set themselves up for greatness for next. They've got to be careful, though. 26 points now and climbing to 26. We're looking at the business end of the game, Phil. This could be huge. Huntsman can get it done on the next one. Yeah,
let's not forget the Huntsmen here. They took a large portion of this middle hill previously, so Guerrillas have got to be careful with that. There's plenty of time up for grabs. However, a nice little comeback over by the Warehouse now towards the middle of the map. No one on that hard point just yet. Again, the spawns for next is in favor of the Guerrillas, as we see Scump slaying out his mind here over by the cargo containers, looking for a third. But look at that. Number 2, Arsties jumping on that hill, trying to get some time here, and they need to do this. Again, with 30 seconds left, they can still win it right here. Scump has no objective in his mind right now. He is completely locking down the side of the cargo containers. But as we say that, who's on the hill? We do have Arstes, again, 33 and 27. He's now taking this time. He only needs 4 more seconds. He's been taken off of it, Miles, and just like this, the Envoy rushing back, knowing that they can win it right here on the middle. Finally gets taken down here, but just 1 more second will do it. The spawns are in favor of the Guerrillas, but the Huntsmen, they wanted to end it right there, and they did so. 250 to 190, a 60-point victory here for Chicago Huntsmen.
Oh, a solid-looking win, but I must admit, it looked a little shaky at times. It looked a little shaky from the start for the Huntsmen. They were playing from the back from the get-go. The Guerrillas had a fantastic start to that map, man. Really, like, they had every single rotation. They had the solid chunks of time. They were doing a brilliant job, but I don't know. I just think like they fell apart a little bit towards the end. They didn't have much of an answer to the Huntsmen's late-game aggression. Brilliant stuff out of both squads at different times, but when it really mattered, it's the Huntsmen who are coming up big with the win. I don't know who to give the praise to, mate. I mean, everyone played well, everyone had a good time there, but I don't know. We're giving a lot of love to Envoy and the Roots, but overall, the Huntsmen, big brain plays, very intelligent stuff there to not lose that game, you know, earlier on, to stay competitive, bringing home the win in the end. So there we go, first map done and dusted. For the Guerrillas, though, it's another map you've lost, sadly. They've got to now bring this one back in the search.
Yeah, well played all round. I think, like you said there, you don't know who to kind of give it to. It was a very, you know, collective effort from the Huntsmen. And I think, yes, you can see it, which players went positive, which ones went negative. What, for me, I really enjoyed was at the end there, Arstes was just chucking himself onto the hard point. He was just trying to get the points, and eventually, you know, they come out with the win. But a team effort, you saw Scump slain out of his mind over by the cargo containers. But going back to the keys to victory, I think it was, that Nameless said, was Chicago, they need to stand strong at their S&D, you know, keep consistent. And if they do so, I can see this going in their favor as well.
Search and Destroy is the big question, as always is in these series. Our US Air Force Quickscope now will bring you a head-to-head of these two teams going against each other. And, dude, I tell you what, I mean, it's what? Top of the board versus the bottom of the board. The Guerrillas are sitting at the bottom, the Huntsmen very close to that top spot. I don't know where to put the Guerrillas at the moment. You know, if you think really about like a power ranking situation with this new squad, the way they're playing, the way they're looking, is definitely not at the bottom right now. You know, they've improved dramatically. It's no doubt about it, and it's not too difficult to improve on bottom place. But at the same time, like, it's not a bad look. Like they're still up there in a way. But anyway, let's see how the rest of the series is going to play out. This is the Maps and Mo's brought to you by the US Air Force, and oh boy, Arklov Peak. I'll say it every time, it's a winner, followed by a double dose of Hackney Yard and a gun runner to close things out on Search, should we need it.
Yeah.
And Phil, we've had a lot of Game 5s this last
We have.
days.
We've only cast Game 5, Miles. One thing I will say is I'm very excited, Miles, because Arklov Peak and Vivid go hand in hand. Give him the sniper. Now, I mean, I was just saying there, you know, Chicago Huntsmen, they potentially could be able to go 2-0 up in this. Vivid has made me think twice. I saw him yesterday. He was an absolute animal on this map, and if he can replicate that type of performance, again, he might actually, you know, push Huntsmen to the edge here. Again, I think if Guerrillas have a chance of winning the series, they need to take the Search and Destroy. I don't think a reverse sweep is something they'll be looking for. You know, shout out to Atlanta FaZe, of course. These guys have pulled off twice this tournament. But yeah, I think for Guerrillas to make this a series, they need to take this S&D, and I think they can as well. Vivid can perform like he did yesterday. It'd be incredible.
It would be indeed. This is your team cards, of course. The Chicago Huntsmen need no introductions. The Guerrillas now trying to carve their own names into COD history, into the annals of COD magic. And there we go. Blast, Aqua, Saints, Vivid, and Decimate. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get themselves back up there in the leaderboards. But at the same time, it's going to start in a series like this. A knockout matchup again, ladies and gentlemen. The loser of this series will be leaving the tournament. I've already had to say goodbye to Minnesota, as the Røkkr have passed ways, and Arstes gets a stick of gum in his mouth almost. There it is, gone. Well done, mate. Congratulations, as the gum is now gone. We are now ready to roll into this game. Very excited again. This is an elimination matchup, friends. Losers going home. Arklov Peak now, Phil. Oh, baby. Can't wait for this one. Again, look for those long lines of sight, snipers at play, plenty of maneuverability around that mid-map and that open sort of cemetery side towards that B-bomb site. If this map really has it all, we are in for an absolute ripper here, my friend.
Most certainly so. And as we get into it again, I want to have a quick check of what Huntsmen are rocking. I wonder if anyone is pulling that sniper out off the get-go. I know Arstes has tried it himself, but again, they must be aware of Guerrillas and how they perform on this map. So it looks like a strong B push. Prestini's going to make some noise over at A. Clearly a distraction. You see the stun, you see the nade, and straight away he's cutting through the middle. I like his confidence here.
He's riding solo. He's got a lot of players around him as well. He's managed to pull quite a lot of the Los Angeles Guerrillas defenses across. You need to worry about Saints here by the B site, and Huntsmen have played this well. Blast. Wow, shots there to get 2. I take it back, it wasn't Saints, it was Blast. Pristini now trying to even the field over here by A. What a hop that was. Hop, skip, and a bunny hop right into Saints again. He gets the kill. Decimate now cleaning things up. Arcity's left alone in a 1v3. Not impossible. Bad news is he doesn't have the bomb, but...
He doesn't.
He has got a fighting chance here. He can catch 1. Woohoo! I got whiplash from that snap. 2 more.
How Decimate's feeling after that one. Not what you want to see, but Aqua's going to handedly take it back here. One thing I will say, this is a very good map for the Guerrillas. I think it's the Guerrillas pick. I will, of course, confirm that. But Search and Destroy for Chicago, they're 4-3 on this. We're actually 5-2 for the Guerrillas. You know, these beat teams like Dallas, Florida, New York, Seattle, and Toronto. Funnily enough, they lost to OGLA. But for Chicago Huntsmen, 4-3. They've split the bill with Dallas and Florida on this. They did lose to London, beat New York, and beat Paris as well. So both have seen success. For Chicago have seen less success, shall we say.
Guerrillas now on offense. Bomb in the hand of Aqua. Not deviating too much from what we already know works for the Guerrillas. That snipe from Vivid's hand. Trying to create opportunities. Arsty's nade is going to slow down those players advancing through the trench just for the time being. But there's enough information passed by. Everybody knows now on the Huntsman not to expose too much of themselves because they're fully aware that that snipe is going to be there. The bait is now set, those players in the trench. If anyone's going to go for it, could be someone on the Huntsman. Got to watch out though for that number 8. Blast has managed to make a sneaky play across mid. Lovely shots. Can't get away with his life though. All tied up 4-4.
One with the dead silence. Saints, I think, might have his number here. He pokes out.
Oh boy.
I thought wrong. I thought very wrong as Decimate only just takes down Formal here, and now the dead silence coming in from Scump, trying to come in from behind. I think he might surprise one of these players. And again, I was very wrong. Seems like a trend right now in the Search and Destroy here. All up to Envoy.
Great shot. Son of Vivid makes it a 1 versus 2 with the bomb gone down already. Now Envoy's smoke goes through. Make the site safe. Wonderful shots. And now it's a 1 versus 1. Envoy can't get it done. From out the smoke, he flew. There was a chance. Aqua was certainly feeling himself. What a kill that was.
Very confident.
Very confident.
I liked how he got the high ground in the smoke as well. It always does help. Have a little bit more vision.
Well, the smoke has a very fixed sort of circle pattern, whether you're inside it, whether you're above it. Like, it's always that level, that shape, no matter where it lands. So he really played that well. Whew. 2-0 Guerrillas.
Strong B push and a strong A push. Looking at the defense, look at Toronto. Look at LA Guerrillas mixing the purples up there, pushing through on A. Interestingly, they've just completely taken over that site, and now all information will be given to them as here comes the push on B.
Oh wow, Decimate just got wind of someone maybe on the other side. He got hit by a bit of friendly fire through the wall. Now Blast is going to hit the sandwich there, and Pristini, more like pastrami at that point, he got munched alive. Blast finds his second. You love to see that. Bomb's going to be going down though, no, quickly. Envoy going to relocate. Big tags. And again, the fight for this B site is always very tense. Saints repositions, great spot to be in as always. Scump, lovely shots. Oh wow, the turn from the King. Scumpy can't quite get the second. Lovely work again. Saints now trying to make his way forward. Envoy, brilliant shots again. But again, the pressure mounting now. The Guerrillas desperately trying to get back into the bottom of that hotel.
Again, clutch is needed for the Huntsmen, and a clutch is not going to be given to them. We see the numbers favoring Guerrillas time and time again here, and certainly showing why their record on this map is very, very good.
It's almost like they're in control. It's all good. They seem to have the opening plays sorted. They don't really fall apart when it comes to mid-game retakes.
I feel they play their numbers so well as well.
Yeah, man. Guerrillas are looking very, very clean here. 3 rounds relatively confidently, aside from Aqua's top rope shenanigans. Here we go. Once more, the Guerrillas on offense. Bit of B love, maybe? Who knows? A's worked out for them time after time. So they have 2 players at least making their way through mid-map. The 3 of them teetering towards A, but at the same time, an opening pick might decide exactly which way the bomb deviates to. 6 and 2 for Blast, by the way. 6 and 2. Great work out there.
Yeah, after just 3 rounds as well. 4 more with the first blood. Envoy will be taken down as Decimate and Aqua combine on the lower side of the map there. And again, look at the minimap. All the Huntsman players just kind of holding their line, and so they should really at this point. They don't have the numbers. Trying to keep that ADS going for as long as possible. Scump rotating over to this cliffside.
Decimate, where are you looking? Making a lot of noise. He's trying to fake out Decimate, making him think he's up top, so now he's going to be pre-aiming that position, but instead Scumpy lies flat. Stun comes through. Saints gets hit. That's information garnered now. Clock's ticking. Guerrillas got to make something happen. Pristini may have seen those players cross over. Brilliant shots from Arco. The bait was set there. Now they made it into the B site. No one in a position to maybe wrap. It's going to be on Arcites and Scump in the 2 versus 4 right now with the bomb down. With 2 players on site, and that's going to be the kills. Can't quite get it done. They had 2 players on site to take care of it, and then 2 more defenders on the outside of the site. Guerrillas, the trap was set. I mean, that's lovely play. Just generally wonderful stuff coming out of the Guerrillas. 4 to nada, brother.
Yeah, and 4 convincing rounds as well. First blood that time went to Huntsman, but it was quickly answered back, and good positioning, like you highlighted there from Aqua. He was kind of just holding the line and the cross, and Pristini got caught out. Round number 5, though. Guerrillas will be looking to close this one out. We've seen some crazy comebacks already in the tournament. Huntsman and a team who can certainly do it. A little pre-nade here coming in from Envoy. I'll tell you one thing we haven't seen is Vivid in that sniper. I tell you what, I was very wrong in that term. But again, Huntsman, they have not really pushed A once.
Blast playing peekaboo on the stairs. Vivid put the sniper away, got an MP5 out. Crossfire comes through, and it's all Guerrillas. Arcites gets involved late with the pistol, but it's going to count for now. And now it's a 2 versus 2. Decimate, Saints, Formal, Arcites. Saints trying to make his way in through that front door.
Flash just picked up a triple as well. Triple he definitely shouldn't have got, but he was blessed with that one. Arcites gives Huntsman the lead here.
Oh, the timing! And better late than never. It's Chicago Huntsmen finally get around on the board. 4 to 1. Coming back from 5-0. I mean, it's happened quite a few times in this game, but I must admit for Saints, that's bad luck. He watched the back door of the bar there so well, and the moment he looks away, Formal appears and gives him a couple of shots for his troubles. Not the kind of shots he was obviously hoping for at that moment in time, given his position.
Boom. Here we go. Round number 6. As we get into this one, Guerrillas have looked so strong, but a sign of life for the Huntsmen there in round 5.
Yeah, crucial round, man.
We've seen so little action over A compared to the norm here. Both teams opting for this B push. Envoy has found himself a nice little crack in the door, and Vivid is going to find himself into the next round. No longer, of course, able to participate here as he's been taken straight out of the game.
Pristini's hungry for a kill there, man. You can see, like, he's just pushing forward. Envoy's relocated to Trench. The other Trench, the smaller of the 2s. He gives himself a bit of coverage there towards that B side. Yeah, you're right, man. No love towards A. Huntsmen have strategically nullified that sniper of Vivid. Desi with a nice 2. Aqua finds a 3rd. Okay, it's falling apart. Arcites knows he needs to get across map immediately, reinforce the B site. Got to get in there real quick. No dead silence to work with. Bomb's going to go down for Arco now. That's going to help the situation. You know full well there's a player across on the other side. Oh no, now it's down to Scump. 1v4 with a defuse. Dead silence to work with. Not using it though. Maybe saving it for the next round. Boy, yeah. That was a destructive round from the Guerrillas. That went from bad to worse for the Huntsmen. 5-1 to tie up the series. One more round is all that's needed from the Guerrillas.
I mean, even the one round that the Huntsmen won, it was a little shaky to start with. They closed out a 2v1. Guerrillas have just been the better search and destroy team here. I'm a little bit shocked I've not seen Huntsmen kind of change things up and maybe try and go towards A. We might see that now. I'm not too sure. Here it is. It looks like they're going to try something.
Cool. Look at you, big brain Momo. Ooh, look at me. That's brilliant stuff. I love it. Big fan of your work as they're going straight on in now towards A. Where's Arstes with that snipe? Far left-hand side, deeper in the trench. No shots just yet. No nothing. Couple of tags from concussions and whatnot. And, whoa, it's close, but it's not close enough. Arstes just hoping for a bigger chance, but Vivid, this is his playground. He's so confident here, but Scumpy ruins the play. Now the exchanges happen. Shots back and forth. Both teams vying for control of the site. Bomb still in the hands of the Huntsmen, still moving it forward. Scump still with a dead silence. Aqua says nay, takes care of that one. This could be it. As Aqua's aggression moving forward, Arstes is in a really tough spot now. He's got a pistol in hand, and it's going to be a duel right now between he and Aqua. He's going to come out on top. Aqua's going to come out, and oh boy, the round is sealed just with that. The map is done. 6-1. What a performance out of the Guerrillas there in the search.
Incredible performance. Again, the First Bloods heavily favored them as well. And the Guerrillas come out on top in the search and destroy and now make this series very, very interesting. 11 for Blast. 1 just for Vivid. Interestingly enough, I mean, we saw him just kind of light it up yesterday. He's very much the sniper over by A. The game was just so different. We didn't see the action down at A this time. We saw it over by B, and it was very much the combination. The likes of Blast, Aqua, Decimate, all dropping some big numbers here for the Guerrillas. A very strong showing. You talked about kind of the Guerrillas of, you know, they were at the bottom. How are they looking now, you know, with this new squad, and where do they sit? I think, you know, they're really starting to find their feet in Search and Destroy, especially. They were 5-2 on Arcloft, now 6-2, you know, a record which is to be looked at in a positive way.
Yeah, really big changes here. There's a couple of the players there. We're talking about changes. This is Saints versus Spart. Of course, Saints, the recent addition, replacing Spart here on the roster, and you can see already, I mean, it's a significant improvement overall. I mean, the only difference there is that, you know, Saints also, and another stat we've not talked about, Saints has a 100% higher fashion accessory rate compared to Spart in that image as well. Between the glasses and the earrings, he's got him there also. So overall, it's a big improvement, right, Phil?
Yeah, most certainly is. And I think it's very early to kind of start putting loads of numbers out there because obviously he's only played a couple of series, so I want to give him more time. And, you know, that's really to kind of credit Spart a little bit and see how hard it really is. And, yeah, overall, excited to see more of Saints. They're looking like a strong team. He brings a lot to the team.
It does indeed. Well, that's going to be it from the Search and Destroy. Tied up 1-1 now. We're going to roll into the Domination after this very quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere.
Call of Duty League is brought to you by Metro by T-Mobile. Stay connected to what matters most with the best value in wireless.
Someone roasted me on Twitter. Yo, you're the most S in the CDL. I'm just like, I throw trophies to block smokes. What do you do?
How's it going, everybody? My name is Tyler Polchow, aka TP, and this episode is number 4 of The Barracks, presented by Metro by T-Mobile, the #1 brand in prepaid. Today, we're going one-on-one with Crim6 from the Dallas Empire. The most winning player in Call of Duty history, has had success on multiple Dynasty lineups in Call of Duty.
But it is the nade from Frosty that finally shuts it down. Crim with 3 in a row.
I have a lot of history with this guy. I've won tournaments with this guy. I was a coach of this guy. Today, we're diving into his head, trying to break down why he is the most successful player in Call of Duty thus far. Porter, we have a surprise guest for you to talk to, buddy. Are you ready?
Uh-oh.
It's Rambo Ray! What's one thing Crim could improve upon as a player or whatever?
What am I picking? This is my time.
Give me something, Ray baby. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Let's get into it.
That was a clip from Barracks, presented by Metro by T-Mobile. We find out what makes the Dallas roster so special. Of course, Crim and Clace are the ultimate veterans in the scene, alongside some of the newest talent the Call of Duty League has to offer. Check that out on the Call of Duty League YouTube. That's, of course, youtube.com/COD League. But you already knew that. You're already there now. We welcome you once again, friends, back to the Minnesota Røkkr home series. We are rolling through our matches quite handedly. Of course, we have the Los Angeles Guerrillas going up against the Chicago Huntsmen right now. Series tied up 1-1 after that staggering performance by the Guerrillas there in the Search and Destroy. Momo, dude, it was a smack and we absolutely loved it. Let's have a quick look at the US Army tactical play. This was from the final round where the Guerrillas absolutely put the Huntsmen to bed.
Yeah, the Guerrillas, I mean, you could have picked most of the rounds. They were absolutely fantastic. Their Search and Destroy gameplay today has been great. And I think, you know, you heard Nameless's keys to the victory was Huntsman kind of be consistent, be good at Search and Destroy. And this was just a poor showing. It wasn't like they were getting absolutely destroyed round in, round out. It was just simply, they were constantly in 1v2s, 1v3s, 2v4s. Their numbers just weren't working for them. They were struggling on the First Bloods. Again, with Prestini added to the roster, that's something I'm sure that they're working on. But again, for Guerrillas, you know, these guys have just added Saints. They look very, very strong. They've got some notorious Search and Destroy players on their roster. So again, it's not too much of a surprise. My prediction going into this would be kind of a 3-0 or a 3-1. And I want to go back to the next couple, which is, of course, Hackney Yard. This is not a good map for the Guerrillas. And again, just kind of run through a couple of numbers for these guys. As I struggle to find out, I'll be completely honest with you guys. They are 1-8 on Domination. They've lost to Chicago before. And when you look at Chicago as well, Hackney Yard, Domination, they're 5-2. This is a good map for them. This is their pick. I can see why. We're into the game already. So let's jump on board and see exactly what the Guerrillas can do.
Huntsman was with the preferable side. Envoy already one step ahead. Nice 2 kills going his way. That takes care of the top side of the flank. The mid side of the map is completely safe. The Huntsmen are going to start this one out nearly perfect. 3 kills go their way. A flag capture on B. You literally could not ask for more.
Nice. Dominating start here for the Huntsmen. I'm wondering exactly what the Guerrillas are going to do. Are they going to push around, try and get those A spawns? It looks like they might be just going a little bit cutthroat towards B at this point, which isn't going to work out for them. Scump down low is going to find themselves a double.
Well, let's be completely honest, Phil, after that absolutely flawless beginning, you know, the gunshots are going back and forth. We're trying to trade a few things out. I would love to have an Astro Gaming listen in with the Chicago Huntsmen.
I got one.
Yo,
P3 again. Close left, I think.
Middle. Green's open.
I don't see anything. Oh, well, dead.
Top L.
One's P3.
I got it.
There's 2 top L. P3 weak. Vivid.
Stay alive.
One shot last.
Could be middle.
Absolute top L. He's left.
I'm back down.
That's not him.
The app
One shot B.
inside.
One green,
One
guys.
scap.
Yo, AC hop and green. AC hop and OE.
Arm mid dead.
Oh, wait. I spawned mine to stay green. I spawned mine to stay live.
Behind the guy.
I didn't stun him in the smoke.
One's
I
bottom
see.
C.
I spawn C. I'm going green.
Bottom guard.
I spawned.
Take it on me. One
B,
shot. He's
2B.
top cut. Top cut.
A live B.
I got him, eh?
Yeah, good job.
It was Vivid.
I'm
Nice.
deep pushed out.
Nice.
When we're on B, I'm deep flag capping it.
I spawned fire.
I'll be dead.
Go
I'll be
pit
dead,
spawn,
guys.
pit
I've
spawn,
cut.
pit
Yeah,
spawn,
Pit
pit
spawns,
spawn.
pit spawns.
I'll see pit. Green. On B, they kept it.
Middle.
Middle, Nano dead.
Actually, that's
I need
B.
a mid.
B control. Photo door.
I need a bottom L for you.
Green
bottom
wall.
middle,
Yuli.
team in check.
Absolute Yuli.
I'm bottom
Green
middle.
wall. He's in.
Watch-
Going
yo.
top green. Top green.
Top green, top green.
Yo, it's AC.
Yeah, AC killed me.
Yuli's top green. He could be.
Watch green.
Got Nano.
Yeah,
Yo,
one's
I'm
through.
Yo,
One's
guys,
through.
I'm L.
One's
I
through
have
right.
L,
Vivid.
yeah.
They
Backing up.
smoked their door. One's
Show me,
AC
show me.
hop.
Show me.
Vivid is through right. I spawned.
So Envoy talking about the Huntsman's comms before, how clear they are and how things have really improved. That small talk between them is improving in a big way, and as you can see in the scoreline, it's really starting to show. A little bit of love towards A going the way of the Guerrillas. They're going to try to neutralize that for the time being, and they're going to get it. Huntsman still trying to hold down that spot on B. As we're going to see a bit of action now towards that C flag, as the spawns have changed for the Chicago Huntsmen.
Yeah, Scum and Arsties, they've got to hold B. They can't really go flooding round to try and get A there. They would have just got picked up. As, of course, Guerrillas would have captured it. However, they've managed to keep B for now. The pressure is going to be piling upon them. The A flag has been captured from the Guerrillas. Honestly, I'm a little bit disappointed. I was enjoying that listening a little bit too much. I wanted to stay on board, and I swear I could listen for these guys a little bit longer, but maybe we'll bring some of those for you guys. The Huntsmen, they seem very clean, concise in the communication, like you said, Miles. And now they'll be trying to flip these spawns. Now they'll be trying to potentially push through, grab A. But for now, they'll have to settle for C and B.
Yep, C and B for the time being, not a problem now. It's an opportunity, though, for the Guerrillas to try to make a bit more of a foothold here in this map. A couple of kills going to Blast's name. Takes care of Scum and Arsties now as they make their way forward. Just make sure B is clear. There it is, one more. You're finally going to get him. Now to take control of B flag. Made neutral. Starting to raise that Guerrillas purple above. Very different to the purple of Minnesota Røkkr and the purple of Toronto Ultra. We don't want to be seeing all those purple teams leaving the tournament just yet, do we?
I get confused with them, not going to lie. I've been saying Toronto, Guerrillas, mixing them all up. I apologize for any Toronto fans out there, but right now, yeah, I'm terrible human. I'm sorry. Okay, Miles? Forgive me, please.
Just
69.
glad you admitted it.
69 make it 70-50 right now. The Huntsmen do lead by 20, however, do not have control of the map right now. And this is a better showing than I thought from the Guerrillas here, as they've gone back and forth. They have potentially the best setup of the game so far here at A and B that they've had all game long. With a minute left here, 60 seconds on the clock, they're going to be looking to level up the playing field, but Scump has other ideas. Seth back at it again.
That's the thing. You've got this setup, it's all going great, and then boom, you get skunked. Like, that's the thing. It's so hard to handle that, and that's that kind of slaying power. That's that star power we talk about. Sometimes it's all good and well having the right play, the right idea, but it just doesn't go your way, and when the ish hits the fan, usually Scump on the other end of it.
And that was
That's
the perfect time.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that was the perfect time for Guerrillas to hold A and B, level up the playing field. They would have gone into the half pretty much even after the next 30 seconds, but unfortunately for them, they lose out on B. They have put a little bit of flank on over towards C, so they are going to neutralize that. You see that at the bottom right-hand side of your screen, and Vivid wins a big 1v1. Look at that. You're seeing two POVs. Does it get any better? No.
Scump's back at it again here on the B flag, just making sure that nothing goes against him. A lovely 3. We'll count that as he makes the play through the run. Pristini makes C a little safer, and that's a solid lead going into the next half, Phil. I'm not going to lie to you, my friend. I mean, 20-odd points. We've seen much closer games, but for the Huntsmen now, we flip sides. We go across the other side of the map. We give Guerrillas the A spawn.
Yeah.
How much can they make from this, man? I mean, we've seen a couple of great moments from them, but they're just losing out these individual battles.
I will say, giving them, flipping the sides, it does give Guerrillas maybe a little bit of a chance here. We'll see whether they can do exactly what the Huntsmen did. I want to see the Huntsmen strat off the get-go here and what they're going to go. Obviously, they're going to put one player on C. And it looks like 3, maybe 2 pushing mid-map. Scum's going to be leading the charge.
Trying to make mid-map safe. Don't want it to be overextension through the top of the brick wall side. Shots exchanged there from top AC, and it's going to be a heavy mid-map presence right now from the Huntsmen. They're trying to just overshoot through mid towards A. Now you've got the defenders of the Guerrillas having to backpedal up a little bit, just worrying more about spawns than they are about the B flag. Still, keeping those kills coming through. B flag made safe. Guerrillas opening strat has worked out for them. They are remaining strong for the time being.
And this is what we say when we flip these spawns here. This is going to give an advantage here for the Guerrillas to get-go. Long shots coming in there from Aqua. That's going to take down Formal. Battle of the Assault Rifles here, playing through. 11 and 10 for Aqua now, having a pretty good map so far. And that 15-point lead now starting to dwindle away. B has been neutralized, though, as the Huntsman charge on through. Envoy's on the flag, as you can see there in the bottom right. And he's actually going to get himself a capture as well. But what else can he do? Can he keep it? That's the question.
Yeah, he's got to do a big job now keeping it. Saints trying to level out the reinforcements. Not able to get much done. Again, poor timing from Saints. A little too fast for his own good right now. Blast trying to get it done by his Lonesome now on that flag. Dances around the pole, lovely shots, just trying to wait for the reinforcements to arrive, and they're not going to get there in time. He's forced into a fight with Envoy he doesn't want, and he's down and out now. Vivid, last player left for his team here on the flag. Will get the defend. Lovely kill goes his way, but there's another Huntsman waiting for him inside the warehouse. Dances on outside. Dead Silence still in play. He can reposition in a big way now. This could be huge. Lovely shots. Once again, Vivid, good work. Great intuition there. Good play to keep it going. And this is the sort of cycle he's going to be in right now. Try to keep kills coming. Try to keep the flag safe. Go up through top L. Watch out for the players on spawn. Brilliant stuff from them. And we've got a 10-point difference right now between these two teams.
Yeah, we've got a slow start here for Prestige. 9 and 17. Not the numbers, much like our season. You want to see it 10 and 16. They do still have the lead, Miles. But this is where, and I don't want to say it's kind of panic mode. Wow, Formal's just ripped off 4 of them in a row. Big quad feed. But as I was going to say, the Huntsman, you start to lose the lead that you've had the whole game. You start to think, what, you know, how long have we got left? What's going on? And doesn't seem like it's going to be a worry just yet. Right now, only one flag is in the possession of someone. That's C and Huntsman. B goes back towards Guerrillas. And A will go back to the Guerrillas as well.
Slow this one right down. One solid push. Is all the Huntsmen need to try to break that B spawn. That B flag, rather. Try and go for a retake still. Envoy. Here he goes through middle. Lovely job with the smokes upstairs. There's the first. Goes right through Blast. Goes right through Saints. Now an opportunity for the Huntsmen to get on the flag. What an entry kill that was. To back it up immediately. Now we're looking, though, still in a very difficult situation for the Guerrillas. They were just about to bring this back to take the lead. And with that timing, absolutely flawless timing, we are going to see the Huntsmen in a stronger position now at B. Watch that pressure to A just explode all over the Guerrillas. Saints spawns out. Saints now coming in from behind. Phil, the potential here to try to make something happen, but again, the Guerrillas have to hold A.
Yeah, they certainly do here. Look at the time as well. A minute and 40 on the clock. 7 points between the two teams. B has been neutralized over by C. That's going to be changing hands. A is changing hands. Right now, all 3 flags are changing hands at this very given moment. A 6-point lead for the Huntsmen. This is where you're doing your number crunching. I don't know who that player is for, of course, either squad. But again, look over by C. This should be going towards the Guerrillas. It's going to be uncontested for now as Arstees is too busy over by B. Is he going to push on in? Is he going to try and collapse in it? A nice stroke system will prevent any projectiles going forward. And with a minute and 10 seconds left on the clock, a 4-point separation right now here. If it stays in a 2-cap, we will see whoever has it take the victory, of course. But B's changing hands. We've got number 4. It's going to be Scump here. Lighting things up. He's going to find Decimate. The help of his Squid teammates are going to come into play, but Scump doing damage. C's going to change hands. And Miles, we potentially have a triple cap. As I say that, A is going to go back and forth, but the numbers are just going wild. The Huntsmen, they're leading, though.
This is more complicated than the Middle East. C's still dancing around there. Spawns, though, absolutely outside the door there for Aqua. He's going to get straight on a C. Formal. If he can win this fight, that's great. B's still in the hands of the Guerrillas. Formal comes downstairs. He just about wins it. And now he's going to make C go back into the hands of the Huntsman. That could be it. That could be the trip cap. B, you've got no one there. Got to get on it. Got to get the clearance. No one was able to get the grab. Arsenes manages to save B. C's made safe again, and it's just pandemonium. Look at that. 161 leading 145. That's going to be it, Phil. There's no chance. Surely in hell right now. It was all fun and games, but the Huntsmen, they clutched up when they needed to. We did not get the explosive dynamic finish we have expected on a couple of Dom maps, but it was a good pick for the Huntsmen. It was not a good map for the Guerrillas, and the scoreline certainly shows it. The Huntsmen, they take the lead.
Go on, Miles. Finish your point.
Oh, the Huntsmen take the lead. 2-1.
I like it. I like it. Formal there with a +10. It's different casting online. I'm not next to you. I can't punch you and say, let me talk for a second. But nevertheless, we see Formal with a +10. Scumbag's the one on a 6-kill streak at bottom B there. He really was kind of the X factor at the very end. But as well, RT seemed to hold it down top L over by the B site. Prestini, of course, being that nuisance in the back, the thorn in the side of the Guerrillas. And it goes to the Huntsmen. A closer game than I thought it would be, but it ends with a 20-point lead. All in all, this series kind of panning out as you'd expect. Of course, next map, I believe we're actually staying on Hackney Yard for Hardpoint. I might be wrong. No, I'm not. I'm right in that one.
You're right.
Not a great map for Guerrillas, but the stats aren't going to be that great for any of these maps. They have seen success on it as well. But of course, they need to push this to a game 5 to stay in this tournament. This is a knockout match.
Yeah, that was heavy slays, man. Heavy slays from the Huntsmen there in the Domination. And it just goes to show, when you're outslaying a team like that, you've got a lot more free reign to run around the map to take care of those flags. And while we saw very, very high flag engagements from the Guerrillas, didn't necessarily translate into too much again in the late game. When it's all said and done, that's when the Huntsmen really turn things on. Still, very, very exciting Dom match nonetheless. It wasn't quite the nail biter we were expecting, but we still now have chances for the Guerrillas to mount their comeback in this hard point. It's going to be a tough ask. If they can get them all the way to the search and destroy, we could see a very exciting upset indeed. However, the Huntsmen have definitely got the competitive edge here in the hard point, Phil. I will say though, man, it's a much closer series than I thought it was going to be. This new Guerrillas,
me too.
They're a way more formidable squad than they were. I mean, again, I put that to the time spent in the league for a lot of these players. I think bringing Saints in at the right time, it's definitely given the team a lot more firepower. I'm not disappointed with what I'm seeing, and this series is far from over. Far from over.
Oh, certainly so. And I think it's very easy to look at the scoreboards there and go, oh, Saints, you went 13 and 25, double negative, whatever. He had a great series to start this tournament. I think that was against Toronto, though. You've got to look at these numbers with a pinch of salt because it's who they're playing against on that day. These guys are going up against the Huntsmen. I can't remember who they lost to. There's too many. Yeah, potentially. There's been too many matches, too many good ones to say the least. We've seen so many game 5s. Myself and Miles have been lucky enough to cast 3 in a row. Yep. Could we see 4? Can Guerrillas upset the Huntsmen on Hardpoint, Hackney Yard, to push us to a game 5, though? That's the question. Excited to say the least, but as the players get ready, Miles, going into this one, I am edging towards Huntsmen to close it out 3-1.
Well, we'll see how it goes, but don't forget, friends, for the rest of the season, the US Air Force is inviting you to head to the Game Battles website to compete in 2v2 gunfight tournaments. This takes place every Wednesday. You and your friend can compete for a chance of $1,000, courtesy of the CDL, as the winning duo. So go grab your best buddy, head to mlg.to/USAF. See if you can get up there. There are, of course, 3 more opportunities to compete throughout the rest of the year. $1,000 for that first place for you and a friend. I honestly don't know why I've not entered that. There must be something about being an employee and not getting involved, right? Surely, Phil?
I would put it down to other reasons, but we won't go into that.
Because you think I suck? Is that what it is?
I never said that.
Well, that's what I'm reading. Anyway,
Miles,
the Minnesota Røkkr home series is well underway.
So.
Mate, I'm just going to roll straight past that one, pretend like you didn't even say it, but we've still got Game 4 coming up here, the Guerrillas versus the Huntsmen. They will be playing the Mutineers. The winner of this one will be playing the Mutineers for a chance at redemption. Scum's lights are off. It's tournament mode for him. We know what it's like. I wish I could turn my lights off. It's very, very hot in my room, but as these players
wouldn't be too good for broadcast, but we can give it a go.
Fantastic.
What are they going to do, huh?
As these players now gear up, we saw the fist bumps come through there. Someone gave Envoy a fist bump. We'll maybe never find out who that was, but this is it. Another hard point here on Hackney Yard. Tournament life on the line right now for the Los Angeles Guerrillas.
Look at the hard point scores, though. 28-10 for Chicago, 9-21 for Guerrillas. Again, this is why we talk about this potentially and should go one way. However, new team, new rosters, and again, winner will be playing the Mutineers. Huntsmen have not had the best of records against the Mutineers. I'm sure they'll want some redemption. Here we go. Let's get into it.
Here we go. Straight off the rip. Once again, the opening fight's going the way for the Huntsmen. It just seems to be the way it goes. Scum finds 2 more. Envoy opens up one of his own, and now we see the counter-attack from the Guerrillas. Straight onto the point. First few tastes, but don't forget, Huntsmen with that right-hand side of the map, they have the advantage for the time being. Looks like Vivid is really trying to make something happen early on. What a turn that was, not able to get it done. Arstes gets the kill. Keeps that side of the map safe for now, but it's all on Arstes until his teammates spawn up. That side of the map insecure for the Huntsmen, so watch out for that kill feed. The battle for the hardpoint rages. Eyes towards next as well.
Yeah, those are the type of gunfights sometimes that go untalked of. Arstes wins a big 1v1 there when he spawns up. And then he wins another one over by the fire car. And, you know, that brick wall just kind of stopping anyone but the Guerrillas pushing on through, flipping these spawns. And we do see Huntsmen just kind of keeping Guerrillas off of this hard point. That's the wise thing to do. RC's now picks him an MP5 and he's causing chaos over by the hard point. This man on a bit of a tear.
Still on that tear. Lead goes the way of the Guerrillas for now, but the Huntsmen are going to be doing what they can to lock this one down. Again, it's a solid 30 to 40 seconds easily without getting contested here at the tire shop. It is what it is. See that solid line right down the middle, well, right down that third of the map. Well, the Huntsmen are going to be locking this one down in a big, big way. Opening kills going the way of the Guerrillas. Decimate trying to make his way forward. 5 and 3 so far. Very, very difficult to push forward again. See how cautious he has to be. Gets cut down from behind. He has to check every single corner, and especially out this little car park there where that big truck is. There's a lot of angles to cover. Green kill feed once again. Here comes the remaining 25 seconds, and this could be a perfect 60 right now for the Huntsmen. 20 remain, and there's no reason why they shouldn't get it. There is absolutely no reason right now why they shouldn't. The rotation has had to go down. Powerful stuff out of the Huntsmen there on hardpoint number 2.
Yeah, and again, it's kind of as expected at this point. I mean, one thing that I will say is the Guerrillas, they can answer back here on Smokestack. It's not as effective, but they can push up. You see number 8 is going to be Blast, who's going to be on this hardpoint. And you're going to see those purple arrows kind of dispersed through the map. But however, when I say that, Decimates gets absolutely stripped of his head as Formal takes him out. Envoy and Scump will drop down, but there's no one on this hardpoint. This is great for the Huntsmen, a 50-point lead. Formal looking to do some more damage over here. And he will do down by the warehouse. Prestini on the flank. He's looking to go above and beyond. Not only as a player, but literally right now as he drops on down, finds one, and will fall.
Like we did there, mate. 80 points broken now as the Huntsmen looking to get another 30 out of this remaining hardpoint time. Still battling for that top L control. Again, provides a lot of coverage, as you can see right there from that hardpoint. Vivid doing what you can to take care of these players by Doc's building. Again, the spawns there for the Huntsmen so far so good. A lovely 2 from him. That was his 5th in a row. Again, getting ready to go towards next. Guerrillas not really able to get too much out of that hardpoint, nor the second whatsoever, so they're going to have to try to make as much of a profit as they possibly can out of this hardpoint by bottom office. Here we go.
60 seconds on the clock. Kill feed a little bit too purple for the Huntsman's liking. However, right now it's good for the Guerrillas. 9 and 8 for Vivid. He has been pretty much bang on for the Guerrillas. He's done his role and more over the past couple of series here. Formal's going to have his number on that one as Formal crosses those Saints. Will tag him and put him 6 feet under here. 40 seconds left still in the hands of the Guerrillas. Good stuff as the Huntsman will start to think about that rotation. A couple more pushes maybe. Envoy's going to try once more at least.
Got to keep trying, man. Vivid's on an absolute tear. I mean, 10 and 9 was a 6 spree to get him out of that negative kill feed so far, and he's still going, dude. Still going. Great shots from Formal. Once again, seems to be his nemesis. Aqua has not really been able to get off that 4 kills for quite some time. Next rotation's on the way already. 10 seconds remain. It's going to be an absolute fist fight here in the car park. Scump finds 1. The trades come through. It's a brutal exchange gunfire here as these 2 teams are trying to battle for control of the docks building. And it's, again, if you thought Tire Shop was mean, the docks building is just as challenging to try to break into. Once again, Huntsman on the rotation. Huntsman with the time. 4 kills in a row for Formal. Make it number 5. And that'll be all she wrote for Mr. Piper there on that run. But still, strong positioning so far for the Huntsman, Phil. And again, a lot of time garnered here. Guerrilla's got to make a big play. Try to just get that break before we get a little bit too out of hand, if you ask me, my friend.
Yeah, and I think you heard Merc and Maven talking about Formal and his presence. It might have been Ben and Chance, I'm not too sure, but towards the end of the game, sometimes when he just starts to go off, and he'll just be a positive 4, positive 6, whatever it is, he's just putting such a big influence on the map. And again, sometimes when the map is a SMG-dominated map, he really does stand out. He'll put himself in positions. He knows that, you know, 80% of the gunfights he's going to take are SMGs running straight at him. And it really just kind of pays dividends for him, but not only him and his team. He's slaying out of his mind. He's getting more objective time than most. He's just been an absolute nuisance here. And again, just look at the gunfights that he is going to take. I think Aqua might be using an assault rifle up there, but any SMGs around? He's sniffing them out. Where are you?
Formal keeps the kills are coming. Prestini now making his way right in through mid, trying to cut those players out as we go back over to our first set of hard points. And it's in the Guerrillas' hands for now, but Formal slow and steady. Aqua does win it there with the MP5. That's exactly what you needed. A big sign of life there from the Guerrillas. Now, I would exactly expect them to keep pushing this one, but with only 3 members of the Guerrillas there on the first hardpoint, we are seeing a big push forward as those kills start coming through. Watch those spawns. Oh, this is a little bit ropey now for the Guerrillas, they are going to continue to spawn on the right, but we had a player spawn at the top of the map as well, so a brief moment there where I kind of worried exactly what was going on as Vivid continues to try to make these plays on point, 3 in a row. Tire Shop is going to go to the Guerrillas, and if they can hold it, a full 60 would help tie up this map.
163 to 106. A lead here for the Huntsmen. However, the Guerrillas on top in the hard point for a couple of seconds before it rotates. This is the first time. You talked about the 2 hard points, obviously being very hard to break the tire shop. Obviously the back brick building as well. This time, for the first time, the Guerrillas have control. Have that rotation, have that spawn, and maybe, just maybe, a chance for the Guerrillas to take over.
Yeah, this is it. This is the chance they've got. A massive one at that. Got to make these kills work out. Good trades. Vivid's up next. Shots through on Scump, but he's drawn his attention away. Oh boy, the jump shot onto Envoy is going to help out for now. Aqua and the trades again. Good stuff from the Guerrillas. Keep this up. The comms must be frantic. Oh boy, it's a fist fight. Brasini comes out on top. Has been hitting the gym. And now it comes down to blast. Teammates are starting to drop around him. Hitting the rotate as well. This could just about work out for the Guerrillas. The final 15 remaining now. And they've managed to win the battle here at Tire Shop. And look at that scoreline. A complete transformation for them.
Right back in this game, and it comes from the tire shop. Look at number 9 as well. That's Ashley Vivid. Shout out to our observers. They're ahead of me. I'm looking at the mini-map. They're already watching him. Absolutely love the ops team here. The hard point will go in favor of the Huntsmen, and I think that was Envoy, but he got taken out. And unfortunately for Vivid, someone has just spawned right below him, but he's heard him. I say unfortunate, more like fortunate, as he has been absolutely gifted there. As Envoy, Scump will go down. Now he's starting to get in the mix, get towards this hard point as well. Vivid, a high-impact player for the Guerrillas.
He's really going for it, man. Envoy's about to trade positions with him, trying to take that top spot from up high. If he can find the kill, that's great. His teammates are now spawning Docks building, and there's Envoy once again from the very tippity top rope. Another one with a hip fire, and look at the movement from the young man. He is absolutely hungry for these kills, but his teammates are there to back him up. Can't quite get any more, as Vivid, his nemesis, if you will, as he tries to keep this team in this one. Aqua going for that hit hard point time. The hill, he's got to soak up that vitamin HP. Because now they've got the lead. They have to hit those rotations, and the Guerrillas are making this map very interesting indeed.
Taking the lead. And now trying to push this to a game 5. Getting very interesting. There's only 5 seconds left on this hard point. The rotation to green is going down, and it's looking all ever so green right now as all 5 players are pushing through. Huntsman trying to get in control. The slaying has now evened up a little bit here. You look across the board, Formal still positive, but apart from that, it's very much dead even. Vivid, back on your screen, doing more damage. 2 kills in a row, make it 3.
Lee and Blaster managed to get 2 each. This is disgusting. They're back on point. That's 200 points crossed. Can't get it done here. You have to go to Docks building. Now, I mean, we're going to go to Docks building. We're going to take one more wave of kills at the very least, and then they have to hit that rotation. Keeping an eye on those green arrows on that minimap. When are they going to commit to the rotation? When are they going to say that enough's enough? That this has to be a contest-heavy hard point for the Huntsmen. They cannot let this go quietly. 30 points now for the win. Guerrillas can't get it done here. Envoy once again. Big brain plays, taking care of next hard point. This is going to be huge for both teams.
Yeah, Decimate certainly stepping it up towards the later end of the game as well. 30 kills, first to break that in the lobby. And with only 21 deaths, a very impressive stat line. 1 minute and 39 of objective as well. But look at this brick building. The control is in hands of the Huntsmen. There's 55 seconds left. A nice hold here will put them back in the lead. It's going to be a very, very close one, Miles. The question is, how are Guerrillas going to do this? They're going to breach in. Decimate finds a double. Saints finds one. Vivid shut down here. Arstees and Formal exchanging as well. It's an absolute mess. It's a massacre here by the brick building as Aqua now trying to break on through, still in the hands of Huntsman. Semtex, stun, throw it all at him.
Got to throw absolutely everything in the kitchen sink this way. Formal from up high, that perfect perch for that AR to just ring forth those beautiful shots and find more and more kills. Over 30 to his name. He is going insane right now. And again, the Huntsmen cannot win it here, so we have to see the rotation go down, but they have brought this one right back. This is an absolute bout. Trophies are up. This is huge. Formal is going full tournament mode. He ain't losing this one. The lights may not be off, but he's going for it. Saints, though, up high with the Guerrillas with a clean 4 kills, and they've got full control of the warehouse.
Now again, I don't want to jinx it, but Guerrillas should, I repeat, should win this. They've got full control. They have trophies. They have every single position locked down with 7 points is all they need. The pre-fire's coming through. Envoy tries it. He's got to reload. Vivid's got to reload. Scum gets it, and Decimate does as well. Decimate comes out on top. Formal in the mix, but it ain't enough. Guerrillas win map number 4 against all odds and push this to to another Game 5.
We're going to a Game 5. Oh my word! What is happening? What is happening? Today has been ridiculous.
And we go to S&D, where we've seen how strong the Guerrillas really can be. 36 for Decimate, 33 from Saints. That is what he adds to the team. An incredible performance from that pair. We saw Vivid do incredible things as well, but what a nail biter.
Okay, whew, okay. We got a Game 5. No tremendous surprise. What a day it's been. Phil, this is huge, man. This is absolutely huge. The Guerrillas with a massive comeback. And we go into a search on Gunrunner. The stats be damned. The previous map records be damned. Look at the way the Guerrillas are playing right now. This is a dangerous position to be in for the Huntsmen. This is a huge upset in the making. Minnesota home series, man. This has been the upset central. This has been upset city, my friend.
He certainly has. I tell you what as well. Game 5 city as well. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be on Gunrunner, Miles. I'm excited.
Oh, we're very, very excited. When we come back, friends, after this one, the Game 5, Toronto, the Chicago Huntsmen going up against the Guerrillas. Don't miss it. Toronto.
Want to play Search and Destroy like a pro? Here's some S&D recon from the U.S. Air Force. Gunrunner. It's an industrial maze of dark alleys and warehouses that connects two bomb sites on opposite sides of the map. Bomb site A is right outside of the mine shafts, in between the rows of rail cars, while bomb site B is nestled in between the forest and the cargo crates. These two bomb sites are each surrounded by a bit of high ground, great for securing long sight lines with snipers and assault rifles. Meanwhile, the many tunnels and buildings connecting the two sites offer plenty of close quarters chaos for those with the guts to hit a full speed rush. Whether you're on offense or defense, we've got the recon to help you draw first blood. If you're on offense, securing quick control of mid-map can be huge in opening up a bomb site early in a round. For aggressive early rushes, an SMG is our weapon of choice. As soon as the round starts, run straight for the building in the middle of the map. There's a good chance a player on defense will try and take control of this building for themselves. But if you're on offense, you can get there just a bit faster than your opponents. Let's see how a pro like Scump rushes mid-map on offense. If you want to put pressure on both mid-map and bomb site B, check out this creative route for pro player Hoop. If you're trying to get somewhere fast, try running with a knife equipped. This will double your tactical sprint duration and shave a few seconds off your opening routes. If you're on defense, there's no need to go crazy and run at them. But if you still can't help yourself, check out how Vivid rushes mid-map on defense. If you want to take it a bit slower, try starting at bomb site B and use the terrain to your advantage. If you jump on top of the crates, you'll be able to spot anyone pushing through the forest to bomb site B. If your opponents push up the dirt path, you might not be able to spot them from atop the crates. But check out how pro player Skies catches them with a grenade. After taking his time to line up the grenade, Skies waits until the game timer hits 123, so the grenade lands right on top of the enemy. There's your S&D recon for Gunrunner. Good luck down there.
That was a look at the all-new series S&D Recon presented by the US Air Force. This season, the US Air Force brings you all the intel on Search and Destroy and a look at how your favorite CDL pros do it. Now, I'm sure you're aware of what kind of map we're going to be playing now, viewers. If you've just been teed up with a little bit of information about a Gunrunner Search and Destroy, that is because this Game 5 takes place on Gunrunner. Momo, my friend, for the Guerrillas, the reverse sweep, I mean not necessarily the reverse sweep, but like to make the comeback after what they were, how hard they were down and how bad they took that beating in the first Hardpoint, to make that comeback on Hackney, now to push it to their game mode, Search and Destroy. What are the numbers like? Are we favoring the Guerrillas right now? I mean, can the Huntsmen do it? Champions, can they do it?
Both are looking good on numbers. For Guerrillas, we see 4-2. Either beating teams like Florida, Seattle, Toronto. The one thing I will say for Chicago is this is one of their better S&Ds. They've lost to Dallas, but they've also beaten teams like Minnesota, New York, Toronto, and London as well. These guys have both seen good results, better results than most. But again, with Guerrillas, I don't know. I just feel that they've got that kind of tenacity right now where they're just like, guys, we've got one S&D, we win it, we're good to go. And I feel that's the mental kind of side that these guys will be going into this, and they'll be wanting it. I'm looking forward to seeing the likes of Blast and Decimate on Search and Destroy.
Yeah, man, this is it. What a moment to turn it all around for the Guerrillas if they can get it done. But again, for the Huntsmen, coming into this event as current home series champions. Great start from Vivid. Watching out for Mr. Uzi himself on the other side of the map. Envoy. The man of the moment. Real deep defense there. Or offense, I suppose, from the Huntsmen. You can see number 2 and number 1, Formal and Arstes, backed way up as Envoy. Uzi-less right now as he makes his way through mid. That's on up. Big tags. Wow, Saints catches him before he can even escape. That's a huge kill. 5 versus 3 right now.
Nice defense so far from the Guerrillas. Last time I get vivid memories, no pun intended, of Scump on this map doing absolutely insane things with his MP5. He likes those close quarters. He likes to control certain areas of the map, and he hears Aqua. He tags him up. A grenade will follow. Can't finish the kill just yet. Oh, and he's getting shot from every single side.
5 versus 2. Great kill there from Arstes. What a turn that was. Needed that one desperately. Formal now trying to back him up. Can't get it done. Vivid's going to get the kill. And Nade now just buy a bit of space for Arstes to work with. Is he going to be able to do much with it? No. A very convincing round from the Guerrillas to open up this final game. Back to the drawing board for the Huntsmen there. And again, Saints, those kill onto Envoy there in mid-green, and the opening kill from Vivid just starts the round out so well for the Guerrillas.
Yeah, and again, a strong start in round number 1 is what you want. If we go back to Search and Destroy on Arclop Peak, we saw many a time the Guerrillas actually just have that number advantage, you know, put themselves in 2v1s, 4v3s, and just have those numbers. It's Saints and Vivid who go big in round number 1 here. Vivid's actually going to close the door behind him. Very polite, if you ask me.
Sorry, I don't know why that made me laugh.
Neither do I, Miles.
Nothing funny about it, brother Pristini. He left his manners back there as he smokes Aqua. And look at this, man. He just overshot somebody. Who was that Blast? He's just holding that line. Blast is about to be pinched, though. Great stuff there from Envoy. Pristini would have been able to get his head on a swivel and maybe break through that side door and possibly get the assist. But here we go. Bomb's gone down at B. Plenty of Huntsmen, though, to work on that retake. Arstes with a snipe in this interesting position by that low rail.
I like this a lot as well. 5v3.
Vivid.
Making a 5v4. Vivid changing the game here. Dead silence pop. Dead silence extended.
Ooh, can't quite get any more as Envoy emerges from the murky waters there in the middle of the map to find that kill. 4 versus 2. 4 versus 1. Envoy finds another. The hip fire from heaven. Saints It would have been great, but it's not quite going to work out. The clock working against him. He can't take on both T2P at the same time. Formal's going to get that defused, and now Huntsman on the board.
Yeah, nicely done.
This is tense.
Again, we saw something pretty special. I think Vivid was the game changer there in the middle. I thought he could potentially really upset them around bathroom area, just kind of take control. And Saints was in a position there, technical 1v4. He found that third kill. Got to really put the pressure onto Huntsman just to get the defuse. The time wasn't that much. I think they got that defuse at around 13 or 12 seconds. 1-1.
Yeah, 1-1.
Getting a little tense over there, Miles? Because I certainly am.
I just had to, like, crack my neck.
I could hear it. I was like, whoa.
I'm feeling the pressure. Imagine that. An upset.
Knockout match, man.
I know, it's a knockout match, game 5. This is what we live for as COD fans. Not as Huntsman fans, though, that's for sure. Very unlucky miss there from Arsties. Vivid once again trying to find these special kills. A nice opening nade from Blast is once again going to give the advantage to the Guerrillas.
Vivid sees that gunfight and he backs right on up. Not one you want to take.
Yep. If you can't win, don't try. You can try something crazy, maybe. But if you can't win it, just back on down, man. You have one life to give in these rounds. Just don't try it.
I'm going to tell that my teammates next time. If you can't win, don't try.
Just don't try. If you can't win it, don't try. Back on up. Go for the gunfights you can definitely win. And that's exactly what he's doing. He's about to hit the wrap. He can maybe catch one here. Envoy with a great kill and decimate. Scump takes care of Saints at the same time. Vivid. Look at this maneuvering around green. Oh boy, he could maybe find another one. Scump, though. Absolute class. Takes care of him 3 versus 2. Blast and Aqua now immediately hitting towards the bomb site with the bomb going down for the Huntsman. Great spot to be in right now.
Oh, big stun. Aqua goes down. It's Hassie from Scum from the middle. Scum can't find the second, but Formal certainly can. T2P in action again. I was going to say how much I'm just enjoying watching Scum on Gunrunner S&D. I don't know why. He clearly is very, very comfortable. He likes the positioning. He kind of holds around that mid boiler room area. But he just seems to win his 1v1s time and time again. And I think he might have found that second, but Formal helps his teammate out, and Huntsmen find themselves round number 2.
Cool. Exciting thing to watch again about both Scump and Envoy right now is they both know when to apply the pressure. They both know when to absolutely hit the gas and go for it. 4 kills for both of them here. Formal watching the flanks here towards A, but it's going to be an A push with that bomb. Heavy smoke presence there towards the site. It's going to allow Aqua to get in there. Vivid cuts right through mid-map with ease. Immediate trades from Scump once again. Blast there on your screen. Just trying to overwatch that position by top warehouse again. Or depot, excuse me. Yes, he finds 2 more kills on the other side of the map. I mean, unbelievable stuff. Saints as well now. They're just starting to pull the Huntsmen apart player by player, and that's a fantastic round to tie up the map.
Very quick one.
Oh boy.
Beautifully done, and that's what Guerrillas need as well. When you kind of lose a couple of rounds and you see Scump Formal starting to go off like that, you got to shut it down very quickly. Don't let it get out of hand, and they have done. And 2-2, the scoreline as we get into round number 5. Huntsman on the offense. Seen a lot of action going down by B. It is working for them, so I wouldn't be surprised to see them continue with this. No donuts today. Everyone contributing here.
Some a little more than others. I mean, Saints and Vivid have been leading the charge. Those first bloods, 6 kills apiece. Now Envoy, he's hurting. His ears are ringing. And oh no! Unfortunately, Arsty's nade gets the job done, but it's okay. We can take that for now. I think that was actually a trophy kill. I don't know. The complicated situation.
Either way, I think Envoy was a goner. I'll be honest.
He was in a bad spot. He had coverage, but still, bad spot. Especially after getting stunned like that. 1 minute remaining now. You have to go and recover the bomb for the Huntsmen, and they have to make their way towards one of these sites. And this is where the Guerrillas start to flourish. This is where they start to sense hesitation. They start to pick up on that sort of slight unease. And it's plays like that where Aqua just finds those kills. And Vivid laying down, just watching the site. It doesn't seem complicated. Scump's going to get the revenge. But it's a 2 versus 3.
Scump picking up kills mid-map. Who would have thought? Here he is again as he maneuvers around. He's going to get another magazine for the MP5. Quick stun, will connect. Bomb goes down, gives Formal a little bit of time to get out of there. And guess what? It's T2P versus 3 of Guerrillas. Now, all up to Formal in the 1v3. He has the bomb down, but he does not have much more. That's going to be it. Quick trades there from Saints. Very quick thinking as well. Round and lead goes to the Guerrillas.
Yep, just about. You see the field upgrades progression there. It's looking very good for the Guerrillas. They're waiting for Saints to get down to 0%. As you can see, it starts to climb up again now. Vivid and Decimate going into the next round with their dead silence is going to be very, very important. Envoy, the only player now for the Huntsmen with anything to use outside of throwables and bullets. Just one map in the lead, or one round, excuse me, for the Guerrillas is this nail-biter. Absolute nail-biter over Game 5.
I know Burke and Maven were getting very excited with the potential of seeing Chicago versus FaZe. Of course, they are in a knockout match here. So they need to start something pretty special. Vivid again. Oh, hello, Scumpy. Goodbye, Scumpy, if in doubt. What was
If you're
it,
going to
Miles?
win the gunfight, don't take it. Vivid's got the plays, man. He's like, I'm not going to... You
Don't
see
try,
that
that
tiny
was
little
it.
ginger
Even
head?
doubt.
Like, I ain't shooting that.
Don't try.
Don't try it. Don't try it. He has the drop on you, brother. Like, phew. Anyway, what?
He does, he does.
He's got the drop, man. He's going to smoke you. Okay. Slow and steady progression in towards that site. RC's going to overshoot. Again, this is what happens when you have a bit of quiet. You feel like you can move around the map a little bit more. This is a great spot to be in. The gunfight's going towards minecarts. Arstes finds one there, making his way through middle. That's huge. Formal's going to back him up now, but the gunfight's starting to ring out in towards this B site. Overextension now from the Guerrillas. They're getting hungry, and Formal knows. Back on up, find a power position. You're no use to anyone dead. One goes down. Retake situation now for the Huntsmen.
They have the numbers, though. 4v3. Vivid and Blast already been taken out here. And oh, Saints misses his shots, but he's going to connect with Formal. Quick trade onto Envoy. Numbers still favoring the Huntsman. Decimated Aqua, though. They take those numbers right away from Envoy in a 1v2, making a 1v1. 25 seconds left on the clock. Plenty of time. He's seen him. He's seen him. Envoy through the smoke. Does get the kill and clutches up. Oh, my Huntsman.
That's huge.
I want to see a cam of Envoy. I want to see 3 fists in his cam giving him fist bumps right now because he has just gone huge for Huntsman.
Man, that's huge. Not letting the series get away from him. And dude, don't forget, he did all that with backwards headphones. What a god. Okay.
Yeah, he was like left, right, left, up, down. I don't know.
You know, when
He
your team is
certainly
like,
does.
he's on your left, you're like, not by my brain. My brain tells me he's on the right left, which is the correct left, according to what my ears are hearing. It's very complicated.
One thing I said at the start of the series is I don't see this game going to a game 5. I am eating my words right now, and I absolutely love being wrong.
Call of Duty League's changed a hell of a lot since its first inception. Oh, what was that? Vivid!
Slice him up, baby.
He just slashed Pristini wide open.
So slice and dice, and Vivid is out of there.
What an incredibly confident play. Envoy now backs on up. You've just lost a lot of mid-map presence. You have to now rethink the attack here. I mean, maybe you go towards A. You've only really got to worry about Vivid, the murderer in the pipes. Saints taking care of low water again. They've got a lot of eyes towards A. They've got one eye looking in towards B. The only angle the Huntsman could actually take here without noticing anyone is maybe Forest. But Vivid! Another massive kill. The bomb goes down. He can't get another. 2 versus 4.
Hosties does retrieve that bomb, though. As a sniper, an MP5, 2v4, not the numbers you want. That's a kill that maybe could have changed the round, but the time ticking away and not having these numbers as well. Arstes, who was to connect with someone. Oh, a little bit of a jump shot. Oh, the numbers. It's just hard. Very, very hard.
It's very difficult. Very, very difficult. Guerrillas know they've got the numbers there and a couple of ridiculous... I mean, Vivid, once again, man. Whether it's like slip-sliding with a knife and catching Pristini with his gun down in a bad situation, or the kill he finds onto Envoy, which drops the bomb and halts the progression of the Huntsman. Guerrillas get it done right. Great round.
Very, very great round.
Much great.
Much great, many more great. Let's see
Super
more great
great.
stuff. Super duper great. Let's go. Round number 8. It's got to be great. Minute and 20 left on the clock here. Vivid going up top now, taking over the crates. Trophy system already down. Denies any throwables here. Envoy.
They overextend past minecarts. Oh boy, Vivid once again. Nice opening kill. Brilliant shot on the second player as well. Arstes does find one with a snipe, and that's going to help out for now. But this position from Vivid. Hey, was he going to win that gunfight?
If in doubt, don't try.
Don't try, bro. Is he going to win this one?
Yes, he
Try
is.
It. What about this one? Is he going to get the next as well?
If in doubt, don't try.
Don't
Get
try
out
it,
of there,
bro.
buddy.
He's smart.
Vivid's
He's
one of the
very
smartest.
smart.
But he's going back for more, and rightly so. Kid's on a 3-kill streak. Doesn't need a knife. He's got an M4, and it's Formal's M4. Some say comes with special powers.
Arsty's yet to get the snipe, but he doesn't even get the kill. This is an unprecedented turn of events. The Los Angeles Guerrillas are on match point against the Huntsmen in a knockout match here in the Minnesota home series. And with sheer charisma and skill and tenacity, they have fought their way through this series to get to a search and destroy. And right now, it must feel like destiny is on their side. The Huntsmen are champions. Some of the most storied players in the league. For them now, a comeback is not impossible, but it is going to take some real magic
12
from
kills.
those 5 boys.
From Vivid, 1 from Prestini.
Oh my God.
Oh, what a way to start it. Number 13. He's going to hear that door open. He's going to go down, but Saints is right on top of it. He's got his trade. And now a 4v3.
And that's the thing, man. The Guerrillas have got their trades every time. You're fighting more than one Guerrilla at once. There's never a solo fight, and if it is, it's low impact. The loss is negligible for them. This could be it. 4 versus 3 right now. Bomb's going to go down at Arsty's hands. The trophy's out. And get ready. Where will the Guerrillas strike from? Prestini now eyes up. He's got players moving around him. Decimate with a dead silence right through middle. If he pokes too far, he may find some trouble. Found the trouble.
Big kill.
But again, the trades. Once again with the trades. Now RCTs and Formal. Formal finds 1. The trades are there. Formal gets it done with 2 more.
It's all up to Formal. He needs to find the 3rd.
So 1v1.
Saints, new kid on the block. Can you close it out? Formal last alive. He's used the smoke to bait. Saints knows where he is. 8 seconds, but Formal, I believe, has done it. Yes, he has. Keeps Huntsman in the game.
Oh, man.
It ain't over yet, Miles. Don't count him out.
I actually have to calm myself down. I actually have to... 1 sec.
Miles may have taken...
I'm lightheaded, dude. I stopped breathing. Stop breathing. It's not over yet. Match point.
Keep breathing.
For the Guerrillas. Just keep breathing. Cannot imagine the pressure on the shoulders of those players right now. Heavy aggression towards A. This is so different. This is different. The playbook is wide open. Vivid. Oh, the shots are in. The nade's going to push him out, but he's going to sit on it. Doesn't get the kill. Doesn't even get a tag. What
I can't believe that no one went down in that first engagement. But first of all, is going to be Prestini. Scum does answer back. A little window is Scum's, but Saints is Mr. Trade himself. He's back at it once more. Numbers favor the Guerrillas for the second time here in 2 rounds back to back. 2-2 knockout match. 5-4 game point here for the Guerrillas to see Sunday for the first time in the CDL history. Envoy ain't gonna let it happen though. Not with easy kills like that. Vivid is gonna fall, Miles.
Oh, here we go. Decimate still controlling that bomb site. Shots are in. Envoy now trying to make something happen with that dead silence. He can't get it done. Blast is going to take him out. And Formal in a 1 versus 3 to keep your team in the tournament. He's on defense. Bomb's now been had. Making his way forward. Formal has nothing to throw at this but his AR. And it's over. It is done. For the first time in CDL history, the Los Angeles Guerrillas are going to Sunday, and at no less by eliminating one of the tournament favorites, the Chicago Huntsmen. That is simply unbelievable. Cinderella is going to the ball.
You see how much it means to them. A tough loss to take in a knockout match here. Very, very tough to take, but congratulations to the Guerrillas. First Sunday in CDL history, Miles. Another 10 CDL points in the bag. After winning that one, they're pushing, they're changing the game. They're pushing boundaries here. They're taking, quote-unquote, top 3 teams out of the tournament so early on. Wild to see. Wow.
Dude, I cannot believe it. I mean, we've come close to some incredible upsets this tournament already.
Right.
The mere fact that Seattle Surge, it was round 11, game 5 against FaZe. Absolutely unprecedented levels of upsets here. The most competitive tournament we've ever had in the CDL, the best teams here in attendance. But right now, the form for everyone is at an all-time high. 60 Hz servers, you name it. Everything is trying to level out. In this crazy COVID time, we are seeing some of the best COD we've ever seen in the CDL. That was insane. What a series. Props to the Guerrillas. You're going to Sunday, boys. Welcome to Sunday. For the Huntsmen, nothing but commiserations. It came down to a couple of key plays. It came down to some insane moments from the Guerrillas, from players like Vivid going huge, Saints making stuff work out. Absolutely astonishing stuff. That scuff play of the game, it has to go to Vivid. Non-stop in the search and destroy. Easily one of the most devastating players we've seen in the league when it comes to the game mode. And man, he put on a show for us there.
He really did. And again, Vivid for me has been absolutely lights out all tournament long. He's a player who came in from the subs bench and he stayed here. And there's a reason he's staying here. We joked about it, Miles, a little bit during that game about how he wasn't taking gunfights, that he wasn't going to win. But in the grand scheme of things, in reality, every gunfight he didn't want to take, he backed off, he went to a different position, he relocated, and then he won another gunfight. And it was plays like that when you've just got to kind of know your odds, know your strengths and weaknesses. And I think Vivid knew that perfectly in Search and Destroy. A real star in the making. Very excited to see more from Vivid. And again, just seems to be an all-round player, mode to mode.
How far can the Guerrillas go? Their next opponent, by far one of the most deadly they'll face in the tournament, Atlanta FaZe in the semi-finals. We will be seeing them on Sunday. Wow, I cannot believe what we've seen. What a turn of events. We've still got one more series tonight, and of course, Dallas Empire versus Seattle Surge. Could we possibly see another upset, Phil? I mean, let's face it, Surge have transformed. They went all the way with FaZe. FaZe went all the way with Dallas. Who knows? This could be an absurd Game 5 as well. What a day. What a weekend of Call of Duty. I mean, if you told me this was how everything was going to go down, I'd have told you to go flashbang yourself. It is just absurd. One more game coming up tonight. Dallas Empire versus Seattle Surge. That Saturday schedule brought to you by the US Army. I have very few things left to say about how ridiculous today's been.
Right, it's been wild. I think tournament overall, I believe we've had 6 out of 9 Game 5s. It's been wild. It's been exciting. I think we may get more. But yes, the last game of the night, of course, Dallas versus Seattle. I mean, why not? Give us a Game 5.
Why not? Let's go all the way. Coming back after the break, we're going to have a quick chat with Lottie, who's got blast here of our PlayStation Instant Reaction. Again, an unprecedented upset here in the COD League, but one more series left to go. We'll see you after the break.